And hello, all you folks out there in YouTube land. Lawyer of the Crocker Squirrels here with a Sanji Himura.
Comment-moi, ladies and gentlemen.
I have no idea what he just said, but it's okay. I don't have to. I suspect Alan could tell me, however.
What's I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But...
Well, I don't know what. I'm not 100% sure what exactly it was Sanji said when I introduced him. So,
I'm not sure what the video is.
Well, he can repeat it then.
I just said good evening.
In which language?
Japanese.
It's konbanwa. Oh, wow. Konbanwa. All right, and with this, now that I've finished correcting Sanji's pronunciation, also everyone can say hello to Alain from BMC Studio. We've been hoping to get him on the channel for a couple of years now. Say hello, Alain.
Hello.
So, for those of you who may not remember, we were over on Sanji's channel the last time we talked to Alan here a couple of weeks ago. How's it been going for you since then, dude?
I mean, it's going on right-ish.
All right-ish.
So I'm having a few sales on my website, but nothing crazy, like 1 or 2 shirts that's sold.
Well,
and now I'm doing publicities on Facebook and whatever to have more people to see them, because the 2 shirts that sold are, well, not the 3 or 4, I don't know. A small number that sold are basically for my fans, but I'm trying to like reach a bigger minimum audience.
Well, I can imagine. You would want, well, no matter what you do, if you want to build a business, you try and get to a larger audience there, larger grouping of peoples. On the subject, please don't forget to like and share. We appreciate that. Share across all your social media, especially if you have loads of friends, because it means we've got to actually get some more folks in here to watch this little discussion, or at least listen to it, because, well, reasons. Not that we have a lot to watch at this point. It's more or less just kind of a podcasty thing. We're not going to have too much that's going to be worth having a look at, but since there was a mention of a website, let's have a look at that real quick, like. And here we go. We got this one here. Right. My little things here doesn't seem to have given us the URL. How about we pop that in the chat real quick there, Sanji?
Okay.
Called Cumulator Films.
Seems to be fucked up by the fact that you use a small window.
Well, unfortunately, full screen tends a more full screen thing tends to be a little more interesting. Now, the only real question is, can I get this to scroll or anything like that? No, stop that. Really? Okay, apparently this is going to be the same variety of ass that usually happens with these like this. And I cannot scroll. I can't do shit. It might as well just be a static image. Sorry about that. This particular scene has way too much of the crap in it. So, all right. So everybody can follow along. So you decided on clothing.
Yeah, basically me and my girlfriend are designing all the clothes.
Or at least stuff to put on the clothes.
What?
At least stuff to put on the clothes.
Yeah, but yeah. So like in meme wear, that's the cheap option. That's like basic t-shirts with graphic designs.
Mm-hmm.
So my girlfriend made everything in it. And cute wear, it's basically like we're trying to appeal to the LGBT community.
Okay.
So we're doing ads on LGBT groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
Accumulator wear is based on the accumulator hoodie from Accumulator 1. And it's like a high profile clothing experience because like that's the actual stuff that we put the most time into it, and that's the highest quality stuff.
Okay.
And then the Champion partnership is basically that we got a deal with Champion to put our stuff on their shirts.
One of the shirts, and well, that looks like actually a sports jacket there.
Yeah, but that's what I meant. On the clothing from Champion, basically we got a deal to actually do like jackets and hoodies and fanny packs from Champion with our Umbroad logos on it.
Cool. And then what is Hype Beast?
iBase is basically everything that's expensive on the site.
As opposed to accumulator, right? Okay, makes sense to me. $70 plus order and a thing called Tiny Beanie to get a. Oh, okay, I see what you got. A $44 Kim Kim beanie. Ooh.
So yeah, basically the accumulator branded stuff is the more expensive side, and the meme stuff is the cheaps.
Looks like you actually got some more. Looks like you got some more memes in there. When your dad is also winning. Oh wow! And I mean, it looks like an XKCD sort of thing there. Sort of a cartoon on there.
But yeah, basically the dad is winning is a meme that most people do, and I just remade it in Paint. Because I don't have skills, so my girlfriend is doing the actual artwork, and I do the stuff on the Paint. So,
Okay. So that'll be fun. Links in there. You can go see what that's like, and if you feel like mocking it, I'm sure Alan won't mind too much. But then, if I remember correctly, you just don't really care about the people that are mocking you, and I don't think you ever have you?
no, I don't really care. But if people want to buy shirts, that's better.
And I remember when the original Cumulator released. Jim Sterling spent a shitload of time mocking you, and I think it actually had it gave rise to a significant amount of your popularity.
Yeah. I mean, if the publicity for my shirts become a meme, that's like the best plan scenario.
Go on, folks, make memes out of the shirt store. That ought to be hilarious.
You can see a comment on the publicity that I got. So.
Yeah, no, Jim Sterling actually still has a hate boner for you guys, for you and the gang. What's up with that?
Did he say anything, or?
He hasn't said anything recently, but or at least not that I can actually point to. But there was, I don't know, a couple of months ago, I believe. Don't quote me on that. There was a reference to some game he was screwing around with being worse than you guys, being worse than anything produced by BMC Studio or Digital Homicide.
I didn't know he mentioned me recently, but I have no idea why. I mean, I know he thinks I DMCA'd his video on Accumulator, but I didn't.
Oh yeah?
So that's just stupid. But yeah, I know he thinks that because like someone DMCA'd him using my name.
Oh.
Because basically, from what I can tell, you can do a DMCA without proving you actually own the stuff. And you can use whatever name you want.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
Did it using my name, and he thought I did it, so it's kind of stupid.
Well, it says right here that you did that. People know my name that aren't me. Alrighty then. So onward to talk of the industry. I I know we had we were having a short conversation. We had a short bit of a conversation about consoles and console games, etc. Or at least consoles. I know you've got quite a few. How
I
far
have
back do you?
31 console.
Huh?
That are I have 31 different console and a bunch of Wii's in my wardrobe.
Oh, so what are you missing from the last about 30 years? That's the question. What do
I
you?
mean, I don't have the Virtual Boy.
I don't
Not
either,
any
but that's
longer.
not the issue.
I
I don't know
don't
if
have
anybody's
the.
got Virtual Boy anymore. Oh no, that's
Well, I
not
mean,
true. I found one on eBay like 6 months ago for almost $3,000. I'm like, no, we're not gonna do that.
I'm going to get one day. I really want.
Oh.
Yeah, and if
But
we
I have a
have,
lot of weird console like the Panasonic Video. Uh,
I don't actually have one of those. I haven't been able to find one.
yeah, I found one in a small video game shop near me.
Oh, you have a video
was-
game shop near you? Holy shit, those have
Yeah.
disappeared here. It's all GameStop and Walmart now. That noise.
Yeah, it's a retro game shop that only sell old games.
There was one
A
of those.
retro video game shop. Yeah.
There was one of those in one of the towns south of here. But COVID folded them. They're done. They're gone. Completely. I think it's been replaced by an H&R Block.
But yeah, and also I have a bunch of game cons. I don't know if you know what this is.
What?
The game con.
Oh.
The Tiger game con.
Oh wow, cool.
I have 3 of them, and I also have the R Zone from Tiger.
Ooh, R Zone. This is the 3DO. If I remember correctly, the only ones I'm actually missing, aside from the obvious, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One S, or the Xbox Series X. That's it. Are actually the 3DO, and the Virtual Boy. So, yeah, no. And you know, we're still dealing in a worldwide shortage of PlayStation 5s and Xbox Series X. Well, what's up with that?
And also recently, well, not recently, but a few months ago, I bought an old game shop that closed near me.
You what?
I mean, a video game shop called Videotron was closing in my town, so I just went to see the owner and I said, I want to buy everything. So I did.
Wow, dude, share the wealth.
Wait, let me show you a picture because it was crazy. I filled the car with all the games. There was around like 3,000 games. It was pretty amazing.
That just suggests that that the business on Steam was pretty booming at the time.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Holy crap! Yeah, no, that's full.
That's still full. Oh wow.
That
So
is
yeah,
it.
that's only the stuff I bought when the game store closed, but I also have 3,000 games before that.
Oh wow. Okay, so question. How was 2020 for you in terms of games that you actually played? Which ones were the best?
In terms of new games, I think I played absolutely nothing. I have no idea what. Because like recently in 2020, I don't think I played games. I mean, I only played games with my friend Jacob, which is in There's a Genie Message Wants Us. Plays Polo. But my friend Jacob only has Ark and Minecraft, so we played Ark and Minecraft. Other than that, I don't think I bought it. Oh well, I played Kim Rider Ultra Soft in Ultra Team Interactive Edition, which is a new 2020 game. Oh, I met my girlfriend playing Among Us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's the only new game I played. met my girlfriend again.
Well, you know, I've heard weirder stories.
Well, I mean, we didn't meet playing Among Us. We meet on the app that's made to make friends, and we then played Among Us.
Uh
And then a few days later, we met.
huh. Well, sounds like fun to me. It's not the first time I've heard. It's that not the first time I've heard a story like that. I've got one similar myself. I've got a couple of them actually. Now that I think about it.
So yeah, I don't think I played anything except Among Us. And I mean, I played 5 minutes.
And you what?
I played 5 minutes.
Five. Can you even do a complete game of Among Us in 5 minutes? Because I've never actually played it.
Well, I mean, we didn't find the game. I bought it to play with her, and we didn't find a game.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, that's the gaming life. Oh, I also played each shell drinking a glass of water.
Which
I
one?
also played each shell blow a balloon, and I played not well. I also played each shell would be $2 richer. I played Jakku's Wear. I played a lot of BMC Studio games, so other than that, I don't think I played.
I don't know. Could be a lot worse. I saw Heat Shield in the chat earlier today. How you going? How's it going? I don't know. I don't know if she's back yet or not. She'll get there. She'll get there eventually. All right. So you've got the store, and you've got the DVDs. Any other plans for other platforms or stuff of that nature?
Basically, like, yeah, I sell the DVD and Blu-rays. Oh, by the wait. The all everything's fine. Okay, so because we're having a lot of trouble for the DVD and Blu-rays for the production, but now everything is fixed. So, but also, I have a Prime Video where you can rent Accumulator.
Okay.
And Jakku's. And Jakku's is on the Amazon Prime too.
Okay.
So there's that, and you can get the DVD and the movie, the shirts and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't have anything, but I plan on putting my games on itch, maybe on the Atari VCS. And yeah, that's.
I don't know. The Atari VCS is an overly expensive, like, themed Linux box, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's a App Store on it, so I hope I can get my games on it, because that will be epic.
I don't know. Have you tried the Androids? Have you tried the Android store?
Yeah, you can get Jakku's and Sonic on the Android, but I got like 2 downloads, so.
Wow. Well, yeah. Well, I can actually imagine why that might be. I mean, both it and the Apple App Store saturated, thoroughly saturated, especially in the free game department. Sadly, everybody expects the free games, but you're likely to get more attention if you're charging $2 for it.
So yeah, it's not worth it to put games on mobile. I think I'm going to put them on itch, but right now, like, we're so busy with the website that I don't have time to do that.
Well, let me know when they go on itch.io. I might actually go scrounge them up. I might scrounge them up and and we can sit down and do a whole.
We thought that the movie would sell well, like on the Amazon Prime, on Amazon Video. We thought the movie would sell well, but we only sold like 3 copies of the Accumulator movie, so it's not really great.
Well, honestly, it'll probably.
So the focus is really on the website that people don't need to actually know us to buy stuff. So that's what it is.
Might I suggest, and you can take this for what it's worth, actually putting the Blu-rays, the DVDs, and the games themselves, just DRM free copies of the games, on the website so that you could sell them that way. Might actually work.
Yeah, if we wanted to put the DVDs and Blu-rays on the website, we would have to order a backlog of stuff.
Or you can
Ourselves.
put a clicky in there that goes to the Amazon page.
Yeah, we add a clicky to the Amazon page, but we replaced it by the streaming stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because like the DVD were having a lot of trouble before today. Like Amazon and had a lot of problems because of COVID. So they couldn't manufacture the DVD and Blu-ray, but then there was like error on the page and stuff like that, which was a lot of shit. So we fixed it today.
Oh, good.
But yeah, the streaming is working, but I guess we could put links for the Amazon things on the website, but we're going to see for that.
Well, it seems
Because we don't make a lot of money by sales of DVDs and stuff. So the best thing would be to be a clothing brand. Because right now, like, we sold only a few shirts and a few jackets. Because we sold like one Ugadan Knuckles jacket by a champion and a few shirts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's honestly way more profitable than Steam or whatever. So once we get the publicity rolling to the right persons, I think it's going to work. And it's kind of fun also to design the drawing, like do our own version of Ugandan Knuckles and stuff like that.
Ugandan Knuckles. Or Sanic, as opposed to
Yeah, but I mean the Sonic one is probably kind of shit because I did it in Paint, but it's more like the stuff that my girlfriend does. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. I apologize if I sound a little off right now. I've been turned into a dog bed. The dog has crashed out on my chest, and if I move her, I'm going to get clawed.
So yeah, I don't know what you wanted to talk about.
Well, I was going to look into... Well, let's look up the censorship thing we kind of want to talk about. And of course, what you've been up to and how you guys are coping with the whole... Steam said get fucked.
But yeah, I don't know what Melo is doing. I know he said he was still doing stuff, but I'm pretty much lost hope to come back on Steam.
Mello is, as far as I know, Mello's kind of taking a break right now. Apparently the end of sometime the end of last year was a little on the rough side, but that's as much as I can tell you. I don't know any details, and even if I did, I probably wouldn't want to say anything. Something about not talking about myself, so I should probably not say too much. The one thing we do know is that Mello is still breathing. That I think I can. What?
Melo has been a really good guy with us. Like he did. Well, I mean, even if it didn't help, he helped. In a way. So I really appreciate everything he did.
Like I said, Mello is still breathing. That I think I can divulge without making Mello mad at me. I'd rather not have Mello mad at me this week. There's enough people mad at me. There's enough people mad at me already. So we know about Steam and the way it does its censorship. Any idea whether or not any suggestion that Flakebook or Trigger is doing the same thing? Did somebody try and cancel you?
I didn't understand. Sorry.
Oh, I'm not sure. Well, I know Facebook likes to shadow ban, as does Twitter. Even though Twitter swears up one side and down the other, it doesn't know how to do that. Any evidence that they've been doing that? To you?
I don't see why they would ban me. I mean, right now we're only selling T-shirts, so like, there's no reason to ban us.
Any kind of an update on why Steam banned you?
we didn't air anything. And honestly, I don't get why they banned me because when I go on the Steam store and I see like a lot of worse shit than mine, I'm like, that's unfair.
It's really not. But then they've been paying, but those people paid money to Steam more recently. I'd be willing to bet. No, I see a lot of garbage in and out on Steam, and yeah, your stuff wasn't what I called what I would have thought of as brilliant, but it's gotten worse. In fact, it was worse just when all of the flap was going on about Kim Jong Un simulator, or Kimulator as it is now. Um, there was still there were worse games already sitting there. Unconscious comes to mind. Now that game's been
I
off.
have no idea what it is, but
Well, that game's been off the store for years now. But you start out you're starting out in an F-16. You crash the F-16 and wake up in a hospital, in a hospital basement. There's no sign of your aircraft, so obviously you were thrown clear of it. But somehow you're still breathing and capable of getting up and walking around.
but yeah, I don't know why they ban me. And when I see games like that or stuff like that, that honestly is kind of worse than me. And there's stuff that is even worse than what you said. I can't find it, but it was really awful, and I don't get why they are on Steam and not me. I don't get it.
Well, look at. Well, and of course, you guys just did you guys were doing kind of weird shit for a long time there, but and of course,
I mean,
nobody
it's
actually objected
original.
very much to that.
Like we're the only one doing stuff like that, so it's kind of, in a way, our own niche we're creating.
Well, full motion video games actually do exist. Night Trap is on Steam, for example. Recently got my hands on a copy of that.
But yeah, I know.
The Bunker, that was another one. Full motion video games aren't a new idea, but they certainly. How do I want to put this?
But yeah, I know they're not a new idea, but I mean the way we did them is.
Oh,
kind
that
of
was
new.
certainly different. Yes, especially
Because I know stuff like that exists. I mean, the closest stuff to my games is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties.
Haven't heard. That's one. That sounds like it could be interesting.
It's a 3DO game.
Ah, that would probably be why I didn't hear about it, because I wasn't actually into the 3DO when it was still under release. Not that there were.
Plumbers Don't Wear Ties is basically the same thing as my game. Like the story is as stupid as me. So, but instead of being a full motion video, it's more a full motion picture diaporama.
Mm.
But yeah, I know we're not the first to make FMV games. I'm just saying that we're like, right now, it's basically we're the only one doing stuff in that way.
Well, and full motion video games have always been kind of a niche thing. So.
But yeah, I don't see what's trolling about making those kind of games, especially Simulator 3. Like it's the best one we made, and that's the one they banned us. So it's kind of stupid.
And that's the part
if they
I
banned
don't.
you for the water of the game, I could have understood. Maybe like for the each having glass of water,
Mm-hmm.
that one could have made sense because it's really dumb. But Simulator 3 was like the best thing we made, so it's really dumb that they banned us for it.
Well, that's kind of why we want to see it on some other platforms so we can actually get to and play it. Because I actually did a stream of Zombie Potatoes, and yeah, it was dumb, but I've certainly
Zombie
seen
Potatoes
worse.
was really shit. It was like the worst thing ever.
The sad part of it is I've still seen worse, even in FMV games. There was a time where FMV games were a thing because video CD was could actually be operated on Sega CD.
I don't have the Sega CD.
I have a physical Sega CD unit. It's just not functioning at the moment. I have games for it
I
even.
need to go.
I think I'm not 100% sure, but finding the power supplies for them is actually the problem.
But yeah, I don't have a Sega CD. I don't have the Sega 32X CD.
You know what? I still have my 32X. The sad part of it is I had it out just like 2 weeks ago and it still works. Early but late. How you doing, Heat Shield? Long time no visit. You should drop by more, ma'am. Scritch, 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 scritch. Okay, you have a bed like right there. Go on, you go sleep in there. Sorry, puppy bloopers. So anything that any how about let's turn the tables here. Any questions you have for me, or for the Sunjin, who has been exceedingly quiet this entire fracking time? Like he's just gonna sit there and listen to us. Rar.
I don't know if he's still there.
Oh, he's still there. He can hear us. He's just muted his microphone, so we can't hear him. I have no idea why. Probably getting yelled at. Who knows? So, you have any questions for
Sorry
me?
about that. Sorry about that. I was having a phone conversation.
Ah,
So I guess the one thing I'm curious is I don't think you still have it on your channel. The first video you made about me with like hentai background.
which one?
The first video you made about me with hentai on the background. Or,
I don't remember I do have a couple. I do have a couple of videos that are currently listed as private, but I haven't actually deleted a single video off the channel. So that video, whatever. I'm not sure which one was with the hentai in the background. I'm not 100% sure which video that is, but I do have some videos that I should probably turn back to public. They were, I turned them private at request. Mello was there for that. Was Mello there for that live stream?
I found the video. Wait. It may be not hentai, but I know like I was like, what the fuck? Why is there that? That's when you played some Vitatos on the stream.
Ah. Actually, that was our original review of the developer. Let me see. 2 hours of habitable. Okay, I see the image you're talking about. That was just me being a weirdo.
So basically, what games did you play for me? Did you only play the first simulators and Vitatos?
I also had a chance to play George Blessure. I don't actually own any. But the thing is, I don't think I actually own any of the games except. So I'm pretty sure I borrowed when we talked about Kimberly. I'm pretty sure I borrowed a copy from one of the other folks that actually had it. The family share thing. I did not get a chance to obtain Kimulator before that. I actually bought the copy of Zombie Tatoes. Was it me? It might have been Mello. I think Mello sent me the copy of Zombie Tatoes. But I did buy George Blessure.
Oh, I give that to you.
Did you? Okay. So apparently I have games for which your wallet was funded by other persons. You still got paid, but yeah, I didn't wind up paying
that's
for
what
those.
matters.
Huh?
That's what matters. But yeah, did you watch reviews of my most recent games or?
Actually, typically I don't watch
Okay,
other.
yeah, that's the one question I have. That I'm curious.
That's the thing. I actually
Like-
don't watch other reviewers. I really don't. I check up on Jim Sterling every once in a while to see what garbage he's working with. because that guy's not happy unless he's bitching about something. He's really not.
Something I'm kind of curious. Why did you care so much about me before?
This was wow. We're talking a couple of years ago. That's kind of an interesting question actually, because I actually don't remember. Um, I remember having seen some of the stuff in question. At that point, I was very much in rant mode about about a large chunk of the industry and how some of the really terrible stuff that um make your own power supply. Just build one. Yeah, no, I could probably work that out. It's just that I'll get back to you in a second, Heat Shield. I gotta kind of try to defend myself here because I asked for this. Yeah, I was kind of in. I was that part of that part of the channel was actually very much ranty mode, and yeah, I actually saw a playthrough of Kimulator, and I thought it was garbage, and I said so. But I don't remember. I don't remember exactly why there was a decision to review the developer, or to make that particular review the developer. I'd still do that to Digital Homicide because, damn it, I actually own most of their games, and they were all hot garbage. There was stuff in there that that would make the most hardened asset flipper cringe. When you make 5 games on nothing more than palette swaps, no coding changes, just change the assets, and only change the assets by a little bit. Then you reuse the same formula for 25 or 30 more games. I consider that bad. Or, in the case of, what was it called, Wyatt Derp? Was it Wyatt Derp they did that to? There was a few games that they did that to, where the only thing they really did in order to build an entirely new game was turn the camera. They turned the camera 90 degrees so you're looking at it top down as opposed to from behind the character. I mean, how do you have the how do you have the unmitigated, unmitigated? How do you have the raw chutzpah required to do that? Then charge $5 a piece. Charge $5 a piece for literally the same game.
I mean, I think the reason they did it was not for people to buy it twice. It was more for people to see it twice.
Or 5 times, or 35 times, I think, in the case of it just
because I understand their mentality is basically what I technically did with my game by making one a month. Is that you always want to be in the new release, because once you leave the new release, you don't make any money.
Well, you don't make as much, but at the same time, you're in one of those really fun positions where you could actually do that and get away with it. I mean, I had a small team to make a visual novel in 24 hours. It didn't look as nice as some of the stuff I took longer making, but it was still there and it still worked.
But yeah, since I make live action stuff, it's easier for me to write a script, because basically the only thing I have to do is write a story and film it.
Okay, hold on a second here, Alan. There. That should do it.
Better.
Yeah, that should do it for you, Heat Shield. Committed intent. For a week? Oh. Nope. Hey, yeah, that would work too. A 12-volt power source from a Wii as a power source for Christmas lights. There you go. 12 volts. Uh, 12 volts DC out. Yay. Hopefully they didn't wind up being too bright. I know sometimes that can be a little much. All right. So what you got? What you got for me next? Come on, hit me, hit me.
I don't know.
Hit me. Come on, I know you got some more.
I mean, maybe the digital homicide group that you were. I think you were in. Probably.
Which one?
The the Steam group with
Oh, the Digital Homicides group? Yeah, no, I'm still a member of the Digital Homicides group as far as I know, but I haven't done much. I actually haven't done much of anything in it. I spent a little bit of time monitoring it just in general, but other than that, I've been mostly hands off of the poop games on Steam.
because honestly, I think this group is pure cancer.
Well, there's a lot of things that are cancer. So we can start with Flakebook and Trigger. Hell, YouTube's turning into cancer these days.
I mean, it's mostly I don't know his name. Tyrone thingy.
Triton.
Yeah. And like, I thought it was so funny how much like he cared too much about me. Because even like just before I got banned, he was still commenting on every single review of Cumulator that was positive, saying like, "How dare you say it's a good game?" And also, when I got banned, he went on every game community page to say like, "Ha, got him."
Actually, if I'll let me level with you on Triton, he's really pretty much just like that. That's the way he is. That's who Triton is in a large way, and I mean no disrespect in saying that, because Triton's a cool dude most of the time. But you should go tune into his Twitch channel while he's playing Cyberpunk, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Because
In fact, he's probably going to be live. He's probably going to be live over there in the next couple of hours.
Like
You'll
a
see.
long time ago, I tried to be friends with him. Like not friends, but like make peace. And that's when I gave him the accumulator key for his Twitch. And he just kept saying I'm a bad guy and that I'm awful, and I didn't understand why I gave him the key. But the reason I gave him the key is to be friendly.
Mm. Well, that doesn't actually surprise me, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's so much that he thought you were a bad guy.
Well, I mean, he literally said I was an asshole. So.
Well, okay, that's yeah, that's a little different. Right. I don't know why that keeps doing that. Let me just do that, because that was what was supposed to happen. Okay, sorry, folks. The background's supposed to be on a loop, but it just doesn't. It's not doing that, which annoys the hell out of me. All right, sorry about that. Triton's not actually bad people. I've annoyed him from time to time, and he usually just gets over it. Most of the time, if you keep interacting, he'll work it out amongst himself. But I think part of him is the sorts of things he used to do for work. And I'm not going to get into the details. If you want those details, go watch one of his live streams on Twitch. Just kind of sit there in the chat and just stay there for an hour or two, especially while he's playing Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I remember why I was angry at him. because in his he said to people to contact my school. Yeah, yeah, I remember.
Oh, terrible, 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 terrible. Don't do that, Triton. Come on, really?
I'm reading the chat we had on Twitter, and I was telling stop telling people to send message to my school, and it was like, well, the school is you were in front of the school. I only said that people could send message. It's not my fault if they do. If you get expelled from your school, it's not my fault. I just wanted to say it and stuff like that.
Okay. That sounds like something I need. Well, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that on the on the left hand side burner in the back, and remind myself later that I need to have a. Yeah, it's over there in the corner. I'll get to it.
I mean, it's
eventually.
back in 2016, so I don't really care anymore. But still, like that's the reason I didn't like that guy.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Because like I was scared that I was going to get kicked out of school because of him. So,
somehow I don't think that would have worked.
but yeah, that's still like I don't want some random people to tell other people to contact my school to get me kicked out.
Yeah, that would be bad. Um, I doubt anything like that happened. Heat Shield, for the record, Digital Homicide was the name of a game company, quote unquote, that produced a shitload of very terrible games. Digital Homicides, also known as Poop Gaming, is a Steam group that was set up to make sure that those people that Digital Homicide saw a considerable amount of sunlight, and they in fact did succeed in that. Of course, they also learned that sending subpoenas to Steam for the names of more than 100, and actually under the in the filing, it was effectively an unlimited number of people. They wanted names, they wanted phone numbers, they wanted dates. And Steam said, "Yeah, no, we're not. Not only are we not going to do that, we're not even going. We're not even going to give you the time of day. You and your games can all get bent." Digital Homicide would be the name. Could be the name of a really neat hacker group, but I did. Okay.
And ironically enough, Digital Homicide is also a name of a heavy metal band.
Yes, it is. And and they actually, when you dig out Digital Homicide's website, and their booking information, etc., they actually put a disclaimer on their webpage saying we are not the video game developers. We have nothing to do with those fuckers. Just no. Because apparently it sounds like, and I did actually get hold of them at one point. I got hold of them at one point, and apparently they got a lot of shit after Digital Homicide, the game company, showed up. Yeah. Holy crap, they got a bunch of shit. And I felt badly for them, but... And I believe I made clear the next time I did a review of the developer on Digital Homicide, that the band and the Romain brothers weren't the same creature. In fact, there was actually a consideration by the band to sue the shit out of them for trademark violation. I told them they should go for it.
I would have told the real ECC Games to do the same thing.
Well, the real ECC Games had a problem with reach, because they didn't have a trademark established, an international trademark established, so that turned into a problem.
Mm-hmm.
they were going to have a problem. Well, then they would have had to have sued Digital Homicide here. They couldn't just sue them there.
Right.
Because of the way that actually works. And finding a U.S. lawyer that'll take on a case like that, kind of thin. Because James and Robert weren't actually making all that much money at that time, and they still had the Jim Sterling lawsuit they had to deal with. So most lawyers here wouldn't take that on a contingency. So unless people were willing to pay monthly for legal services, which is a thing I'm pretty sure ECC Games couldn't afford, there was no way that lawsuit would work. I am not currently multi-streaming, although if you're hearing a woman's voice, it's actually my wife talking to somebody in the background. So no, I'm not on. I don't have anything running except XSplit and a microphone. But yeah, the wife is having a conversation with somebody in the background. I don't know who or what or.
She's probably cheating on you.
Yeah, no, it's not the issue. She was talking about dog number 2. With whoever it was, so I'm guessing it's probably. I think it might actually be my mother. Because somebody gets along with her mother-in-law. Okay. Anyway, any more questions?
I don't have anything that comes really in mind.
Okay. Sanji, you got anything for Alan?
Nothing that I already previously covered.
Okay. So what are you looking forward to in 2021 there, Alan? Aside from potentially the end of lockdowns that no government seems
right
to
now,
want to
the
end.
lockdown in Quebec is going to be even more intense.
Well, not to get into Canadian politics. What the hell's up with your Minister of Finance over there? What was that?
What do you mean?
Where he was in St. Bart's and running press conferences, pre-recorded press conferences saying, "Don't leave your homes."
I actually don't know about that. Well, I mean, I mostly watch the Quebec news, not the Canadian.
Well, no, this is, if I remember correctly, was it Ontario's or I thought it was Quebec's finance minister.
I don't actually know for that, but yeah, the lockdown is going to be more intense starting in a few days. There's going to be what the wait.
I forget his name.
Basically, after 20 hours, you can't leave your house, and there's going to be cops outside that's going to be like making sure you don't leave your house, and you can't go anywhere except grocery store.
What's that about?
Well, I mean, the cases have augmented by 50% or something like that. And there's also a mutation of the virus in Quebec.
My little brain says concentrating people in grocery stores might not be a good idea. Especially when you're talking about large grocery stores. That's kind of a me thing, though.
But yeah, basically you won't be able to go anywhere except grocery stores, and you can't leave your house after 20 and stuff like that. So it's going to be like really, really intense. And there's also going to be how do you say that? A barrage, like they're going to stop people in between provinces and in between the towns to leave, so you can't leave your town unless you work in social service. So it's going to be really intense soon. And I mean, I got COVID, my girlfriend got COVID, and my mom got COVID.
So you're already immune.
Well, for around 3 months that were immune after that. And like I said, there's a mutation of the virus that's in Quebec. So, like the more intense version of the virus is coming. So.
I'm not sure about. I'm not 100% sure about that. Um, because exposure to the new strain should probably should should actually make any future variations a lot less dangerous. As long as you've either had it or gotten it or had the original vaccine, lesser small not so serious cases would actually be the result.
But yeah, I
They-
hope I'm immune, but I don't think so.
well,
And I know my girlfriend, when she got COVID, she really took fell on the floor, like, and she couldn't move.
ooh, that's not good. Can't
So
have
it,
that.
yeah, it was really intense. At least my grandparents didn't get it. So because I live in the same house as my grandparents, we're like in between living in my girlfriend's apartment and in my mom's house because like when we're with my mom, we don't need to make food. So
Don't have to do the cooking. I can imagine why. I can imagine that seems like it might actually be kind of a bonus.
because like if we decide to go to our apartment, we won't be able to come back here. Because like in 3 days, it's like total lockdown. You can't leave your town. You can't whatever.
Well, does she is her apartment in a different town?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's not far. It's just that we won't be able to like decide. We need to decide now.
well, hopefully you make the right call. Hopefully she gets along with your mom.
So far, it's going well, except that we maybe sometime make too much sound and noise. I mean,
Yeah. Well, no,
I know my grandparents keep talking about the noise.
honestly, that kind of thing just goes to the territory. If they're talking about making too much noise, I want to know how they survive their own children. Because kids, by their nature, make noise.
No, it's not the same noise as kids.
Oh, it's the other noise.
Well, I think I don't know. Because it's going to put a crimp in the shooting schedule you want to go through.
But yeah, except for the noise that we make, it's going well. So.
Yeah, well. I suppose that's one way to do it. All right. I actually don't have a lot else, if I'm being honest. I know you guys I know you had kind of a rough start, but you were 14, so that's kind of to be expected. At least I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was 15 and my friends were 14.
Yeah, well, that still makes you, what, 19 now?
I'm 20 now.
Or
And I'm
20
going to
now?
be 21 in a few days.
In a few days. Ooh. And
I'm
early
going to be 21 the 21. Oh.
on the 21st. Oh, anything in games you're looking forward to over the next while and a half?
Honestly, like, I don't follow games anymore that much.
Oh yeah. That kind of begs the question of why not, aside from got booted off of Steam.
Mostly that I kind of move on from games. I like to buy them, like for my collection,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't play that many games. I mostly watch movies now.
Well, I don't know. I've been playing a few games here. How do you like puzzle games, escape rooms, that kind of thing?
I mean, I like Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Okay. Because there's a game there's a game I think I'd recommend for you if you were at all interested in the idea of escape puzzles.
I mean, maybe, but like I said, I don't play games, and since I'm with my girlfriend, we try to only play games that we can play together.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, it makes some sense.
I mean, like we date from around like 2-3 months, you could say, and we basically live together.
Aha. Yeah, no, I can see where I can see where you're coming from there. I can imagine why you'd want to do that too. Alrighty
Well,
then.
there's also the fact that with COVID, it's kind of hard to like it would be hard to see each other and stuff like that, and we're already doing well together.
Well, As long as it's working for you, man. All right. So I think we're just about out of topics, at least for the moment.
Yeah, for me, I have no idea what to talk about.
Well, we've been kind of running on autopilot for the last, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so. So
Yeah.
And since you ran out of questions for me, yeah, keep me posted about how you're doing, dude. Do please, and any future projects. I want to see those. Eat the microphone more. Actually, I turned the game down so that the conversation in the background wasn't being picked up. So I'll just go ahead and turn that up a little bit and flip the microphone back out its head closer to my face. Okay. But I think that's pretty much going to do it for us today. I will be back on Thursday to have a look at a game that set Trigger off here a little while ago. It's releasing for the Switch on Thursday, so we're gonna do our regular stream that should be tomorrow. We're gonna do 24 hours late. Because I definitely want to get on that game. It's Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story. I'm going to put that with, I think, Sacrifice of the Abyss. Because, as I said, escape room games are fun. I enjoy them a lot. Squirrel. Okay. Okay. Well, usually, if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to do weird spelling, I'm going to replace that Q with a K. It works better. I don't know how. If you got I don't know, you got a copy of Golf with Your Friends? I think you said you did.
I think I do, but I don't think I ever played.
We should probably get on that at some point. Please link. Actually, their website. If you go back into the chat, or actually, Sanji, put the go ahead and put the link for. Go ahead and drop the link for the website back in there. Kimulator.com or something. I believe it is. Is that right?
Kimulator's film.
Kimulator's Films, yeah. Yeah, but there's a website. Yeah, they got merch. It's mostly a merch site, so just be aware walking in, Heat Shield.
Well, thank you for having me.
Not a problem. I was just about to thank you for turning up, even though this is kind of a little more scatterbrained than I usually am. But we'll have to have you back in. We'll have to have you back in a few months to see how you do. How that one's. It's to catch up and see how you're doing. And hopefully by that time we'll have more subscribers. All right, folks, go ahead if you would smash that like button, like, comment, subscribe, do all the other fun things. If you want to help out in a little more personal way, there's some links down below the video here. And we shall see you in a couple of days. Between now and then, be safe, be sane.
And let's make things fun again.
Yep. Let's go, Ouija.